you know, waiting on me. Oh.
Now, let's see.
Nothing. What a shock. Looks like you might be joining Foster after all, just not the way you imagined.
I don't get it. What Gramps did to hundreds of resourcefuls for this? I saw it the day I came to you. The subject lies down on a marble surface with a strange silver pattern. And the silver unfolds, pierces the skin, and slithers inside. In about half an hour, it consumes everything. And all that remains is an empty slab of marble and a newly formed cube.
No.
He called it the translation. The flesh and the soul shall enter the palace through separate doors. We said it 1,000 times, never realizing. I didn't catch Foster's soul in a magical cube. He was dying, and I translated him.
You killed him. The fact that your grandfather did unspeakable things doesn't prove he was right. That Foster can come back, that's insane.
It was the only chance we had, and believe me, I'm good at chances. I gamble for a living, remember? That's how I stayed alive all these years after leaving the gardens.
Well, this time it didn't pan out. Look at you now.
You think I'm giving up?
Fish? Stuff happens. Okay. Oh, that's a bit green.
Do you see that? The dim glow.
The activation of the door must have triggered a chemiluminescent. Not uncommon for evacuation purposes.
Oh, both ways looks like a pain. Both ways look like a pain to get back. She does not run. I already tested this theory. She does not run. Oh, let's get started.
This place is huge.
No dip.
This hallway alone could easily house all the resourcefuls that ever were.
You finding anything here without coordinates would be a miracle. I compared the quarters you're in now with the overall structure of the planet. The palace is everywhere, all the way to the core. Huge sectors separated by the outside structures you were in.
Can you have like a mini-map? I'm about exploring, let's keep going. How far does this hallway go? Does it go across the planet? Oh god, it's exploring this place will take all day to me. Wait. Huh?
Anyone home? Anyone home? Hello?
Fuel? What the fuck?
Hello? 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 Hello?
Where'd I throw myself Clark Safe trying to explore this place. Wait a minute. Oh, you could jump down.
I'm getting some local increases in energy emission.
Know what it is?
Can't tell. It's not radiation. One of them is close to your location. I'll pin it to your HUD.
Okay.
I've got to give it to him, the old man. This place is spectacular.
Nothing but an infinite palace would suffice for you resourcefuls.
I wish you'd stop calling me resourceful.
It's what you are.
I had the training, but I never bought into Gramps' vision. I never wanted any of this.
Yet here you are.
I was 6 the first time I ran away. I hiked for weeks to see what was beyond the gardens. When I finally reached the wall, Gramps was there waiting for me. There's nothing out there but people living like animals, fighting to please their immediate needs and desires. They have no ambition, no perspective. Why fight to get the best out of the little time you have on Earth when you could be fighting to have much more? He went on about the wonders of this, but he had already lost me. I wanted that. To fight for the here and now. I decided that I would do whatever it took to make that happen. So I went back with him, to follow the training, figuring I'd need it to get away. And I was good. He called me his prize. Before the turn, I ran, just shy of 15. I've been out for 7 years now. Not really what you'd call a running away from home excursion.
Not really, no.
London, you've got to believe me. Foster was a bloody mess and wouldn't have made it out alive. None of us would if I tried to escape with him like that.
He gave you the lighter, so he must have wanted me to take you here. But he would never buy into your grandfather's delusions. It's so far-fetched it almost makes me sick.
Oh. Sorry, I didn't get much sleep, and the Triva voices are the most boringest voices I've ever heard, and I almost fell asleep while sitting in here, and yeah. Oh dear God. Actually, this game so far, I've literally just been character walking around and talking, trying to do some story plot development. Very failing, because the voice is, it's like trying to listen to a robot that you can pass out to at any moment.
Is that a throne?
shame. Oh god. Oh, yeah, put on me.
For future reference, you should totally watch
This must be it.
I believe I heard that.